How do you do, G-Pop crew? It's your Naughty Buddy Putty here, and today we are talking about the Game Awards. Now, I know you're thinking, why isn't it Christmas here? It's Christmas. It's Christmas, buddy. Why not? Well, gaming is part of Christmas. We all opened up video games as a kid during Christmas, so I feel maybe we talk about. Plus, I know why you guys are here. There's been a lot of things that happened at this one that probably didn't happen to other ones, so we'll definitely get to that. But before we do, I want to introduce the pals of mine here that are going to be talking about this. Now, we actually also want to bring up one thing. Campo, I know you, but JD, did you actually watch the whole award show, or you just watch the trailers?
I watched the trailers, but I watched some of the highlights. I know some of the winners, so I can talk about it. It's not a problem.
Okay.
And we're the only three people probably in the world that have watched this award show.
Really, you think so? Because there was like a 500,000 watching when I was watching it. So
I watched Sydney Goodman. She's nice to look at.
So her name is just not an ironic name.
Oh yeah.
No.
I mean, she was good to look at. But she was on the pre.
Sydney's good, man.
Anyway, so we're going to be talking about the show, and I'm going to try to do this in a structure where we're talking about the intro and everything. So first and foremost, the show started off with Keely talking about people in the audience, and then we got our first presenter, Al Pacino. Al Pacino walked out on stage to present the award for best voice acting.
Are you sure it wasn't Joe Pesci?
No, I know. Okay, so by the way, the inside joke.
The fuck are you talking about? What are you talking? What are video games, eh?
I actually messed up and told these guys it was Joe Pesci when it was Al Pacino. But he even said himself he was awkward when he looked at the teleprompter. He said, "I'm gonna be honest, I can't read this. I barely read this." And then he would start talking about, and I don't play video games, but my kids do. And then he talked about how the medium has become bigger than he thought it would be when it came.
He's like 80. How old are his kids?
Well, I don't know, but it was funny.
Great grandkids.
I'm telling you guys missed a lot. So of course, then Christopher Judge wins for the first award. Hugs Al Pacino.
Rightly so.
Yeah,
one of the worst voice actors of all time.
But his speech was so long, they were running the music, and it got louder and louder and louder and louder. His speech, Jeff Keighley literally said it several times during the show.
Boy.
Because of his speech, he had to cut things down and do things quicker. So that was just the start, by the way, guys. We haven't gotten to a premiere of a video. We had just gotten to the award. So going on to that, there's a lot of other stuff that I'm going to throw in between. But for example, what was the first trailer that popped up for you guys since? Because I know we're going to talk about the show itself. But
trailer most excited for, or trailer that just stands out?
Well,
or a trailer that happened first, because we wouldn't know that.
Well, yeah, I know you guys wouldn't know that, but I'm saying for you, what was the first one that stood out, or you were excited to see, like when you first looked these up? You know,
that's a loaded question.
Because as soon as there were so many, but as soon as I saw from the creators that brought you BioShock,
yes. Mm-hmm. That game, I'm very interested in what they're going to do with that, because it
seems like it's a spiritual successor to BioShock, but it's also it looks like you got some System Shock in there too.
Mm-hmm.
It's the exact same visuals, gameplay style, everything of that. So I'm already excited. It's called Judas, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
What have I become?
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, that's a really good trailer. I thought it looked really good.
And I mean,
it didn't really look like very next gen graphics.
But didn't it look like there were little hints of Rapture there?
Yeah, 100%. It's going to. I believe what's going to happen is at the end of the game, you're going to find out it's an actual sequel to BioShock.
Well, I mean, again. The aesthetic looks like it would fit, but it's just like it's more of a not as
you're in space.
Yeah.
But does he own the rights to BioShock, or is it owned by 2K?
That's a good point, but maybe that's why this
Ken Levine. That's why he can't call it BioShock or anything.
That could be why it's called Judas now.
Yeah. I become man.
But so okay, what about your Campbell? You didn't really mention one. What about yourself? Was there one that you're excited about?
Well, did you want me to blow my list of trailers already?
Well, no. My point, the whole thing is
Hades 2. It's I shit my pants.
Well, I actually figured it wouldn't be that one, but we'll get to that later on, because that's the reason I'm leading into this is because there was a lot of trailers I was excited about, but the one that stuck out to me that now had become kind of my number one was a game called Viewfinder. It's a lot like The Witness and Portal. And when I first saw it, I was like, "Oh my god, this is going to be a fun game." It's a pre-order for me. This is going to be one I'm going to play on day.
I watched every single trailer twice and have no idea what you're talking about.
So I don't know how to explain Viewfinder. It's really weird, but it's you just got to see the trailer. There's no way to explain it. It has the obscurity of the Witness, and if you know what the Witness is, then you understand why I can't explain it.
That explains why Putty likes it.
No, I know the Witness, but yeah, I mean, okay, but I mean, there's so many others that are like,
well, yeah,
yes,
but
I'm tending to lean more towards the AAA, like.
But that's my point. This one came in out of nowhere for me. You know what I mean? And that's kind of where I was trying to lead into, like, which one really caught you off guard, or oh my god.
Okay, well, if you want to talk about strange ones, Dead Cells looked very interesting to me. Replacers or Replacements, I can't remember what that specifically was called. I think it was called the Replacers. That looked fantastic. I mean, there was a lot of weird little like Earthblade, like platform games. Hellboy, yeah, Hellboy looks fantastic.
See, for me, there's, like I said, for me, there's also well, okay, let me get to the meat and bones, because the one thing I was excited that I didn't know was they had a performance from Halsey on the show, and I was like, why is she here? And suddenly we're introduced to like a bunch of people, or a bunch of like people in cloaks, and it reveals it's actually for Diablo. And apparently she's actually doing a cross with Diablo and is doing the music.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, because I hate.
I don't even know who it is, but I don't like her because of her name.
Well, my point to the whole thing is, I actually like the way it turned out. I'm actually a fan. The opposite of JD, I actually am a fan. So that might be something we're never going to agree on.
Okay.
Yeah. It's okay.
But he's a fan because he saw what she looked like last night and decided that he's a fan now.
He's a fan now.
No.
He's thinking about it. He's processing.
No. What I'm thinking about was the
Best
first time I actually
podcast
saw
ever.
it, and it was because it was a Marshmallow video that introduced her, and that's when I first heard about her. But anyway, my point to the whole thing is I figured
Hot
for
chocolate.
you, all right, I figured for you, the Diablo 4, to see more of that would get you.
I didn't see anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they showed me a video.
Oh, you're just referring to it's because it's a cinematic.
It just was a cinematic video. There was so for me, okay, I don't want to pretend like I'm not excited for Diablo 4. That's probably the game I'm most excited for in my entire life.
Right.
But seeing this was irrelevant.
Right.
You basically just showed me a video package that was almost the same video packages from the last game, and it didn't really give me any new information except that once again, Azrael's back to go get Diablo for the 4th time.
Well, that's another reason why this award show was special, was because here's the thing. I get what they do each year. They're like, we do an award, we show you some trailers, do another award show, so that way there's something built in. Because on other award show, they have musical talent, things that nature, they don't do much here. Now they're starting to put more musical talent in there. But what it feels like is the music talent there feels like the display you would see at GameStop, where it's like a big display for a new game. Well, they're just doing it with real people now and the music in it. You know what I mean? Like, here's the game. Look at the display. We made it look.
As long as she's not like a playable avatar in the game.
I don't think so. It's just a like a music video, kind of like, because I think stuff like Arcane,
she's gonna create a specific song that is going to play on the trailers.
Yeah, that's literally what she.
That's what it's going to be, because her type of music wouldn't be the kind of music that plays in game on Diablo. You know what I mean?
No, isn't she like very poppy?
Yeah, it's like pop music.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I just looked it up, so I know.
It'd be like the Arcane thing. You know what I mean? When they did that music video by what's their name of Magic Dragons. It's like it probably
they
a lot like that.
Bloody suck.
Well, just you're not like
I really hate Imagine Dragons. They're bad.
Hey, I like that one song. Okay.
Yeah, I do too. But anyway, that leads into another thing. Like I said, there's a lot of controversy. There was the Steam Deck controversy fiasco with the giveaway, where they were making Twitter accounts to actually trick people. There was the intense flute player at the end that actually just really was into playing all these trailer songs. Like, he was really into like you got look it up. Anyway,
just imagine if Putty was a flute player. That would be it.
Right.
While sitting on the toilet.
And then this is the thing I'm gonna point out, and we're gonna move back into the trailer situation, because I there's two things that are highlighted for me that I really like they did, and one was they didn't do it, was the Elden Ring won for Game of the Year, and unfortunately we kind of got a little interruption by a 15-year-old kid. That guy led his way up on stage to say these words, and then we'll move on. No. This is what he said. He said, "I think I want to thank everybody and say that I think I want to nominate this award to my Reformed Orthodox Rabbi, Bill Clinton. Thank you, everybody." This is what he said on stage. He made it on stage. People talked about it, and so these two didn't actually watch the award show.
I've seen that though. Like,
okay,
I didn't understand it, but
okay.
I saw
So basically, the kid actually, they have footage of him actually sneaking from the alleyway as they're getting up to accept their award, and he sneaks in right behind them, and everyone thinks he's just part of the production team. That's why he's up there. And so he did a good job. The kid attempted, and apparently he does videos out there because Nikki, your brother was the one that told me. Apparently he does like political videos out there, which I don't understand, but. It made this show more interesting because I'll admit there were some trailers that just slowed things down. Like when they showed a Fortnite Chapter 4 trailer, I'm like, I get you're trying to show Fortnite, but like we didn't need this. You know what I mean? We did not need some of this stuff here. But we did get something that I felt was special. And I don't know if you guys saw it, but they showed the trailer for Suicide Squad.
Yep. I saw that for sure. And it's our boy there.
Yes.
Kevin Conroy, his final performance.
That's one of these.
Yeah.
He's like Batman, but okay, go. You finish before I destroy it.
Well, I was gonna say I like that they decided to show this and dedicate it to him because I was like, is there anywhere we're gonna get that? And I realized the gaming world is actually probably better than even the movie world because he's done that voice way longer in the video game world than he has in the animated world. And I'm glad they honored him with that. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I feel like he should have got a little more, maybe even actually, but I'm still happy it exists. So what do you guys?
He has it. I am the night. I am vengeance.
Yeah. This is the thing. I'm very happy that he's in the game. Obviously, it's Kevin Conroy. He is Batman.
Mm-hmm.
It's fantastic. They're milking his death for views now, and I don't like that.
Yeah,
I get that. Yeah,
but that's not even what my problem was. That just came to me right now. That
right?
bothers me.
I was more like I was just happy to see he still has one last shot there.
Whoever voices Harley Quinn should be fired forever.
Isn't that what's her name?
If it's her, if it's Tara Strong, then I quit listening to. I don't know what the hell voice that is, but that's not Harley Quinn. That's like some weird crackhead from New York. It's so terrible that I'm offended as a DC fan watching that trailer. And also just the way that after seeing how good the other trailer was and then getting to this one, I'm really worried now about this game.
Yeah.
Especially after not to say it wasn't as bad as everybody's saying, but after like the way Gotham Knights turned out and now seeing this, I'm a little bit worried.
Like, I mean, I've played Gotham Knights. I've finished it. I didn't mind it. It was a little repetitive doing like, especially night after night, doing the same crimes over and over. That did get repetitive, but the story was actually quite good.
I'm gonna finish it, obviously, but I don't think it was as bad as people said. Like I'm saying, but after that and now this, I'm a little bit on edge of like, there's potential that this game is going to be a stinker.
Whoa. Samoa Joe is King Shark and kill the Justice League.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, nice.
I'm looking
I
up
don't even know what that means.
Samoa Joe.
Yes.
Yeah, King Shark.
King Shark.
In Suicide Squad.
In the Suicide Squad, buddy.
I get it, yeah.
Not Sylvester Stallone.
They
look the same.
The Suicide Squad movie. Not this is the game.
Yeah, but it is. I was looking it up to confirm. It is Tara Strong who does the voice of Harley Quinn.
Which is weird to me because she's voiced her before in animated stuff, and it sounds good. This does not sound good.
Maybe it's just a scene. Maybe hopefully it'll get better to the thing. Maybe it's just that because
I wish they truly had faith in bringing back the original. I can't remember her name. The one that played in the animated series. Yeah. Arlene Sorkin. Or I think that's what it is. Because it's like Sorkin. It's just not the same, and it's the worst iteration. I prefer the what's her name? Kaylee Cuoco that does it.
Cartoon. Yeah.
I
prefer that even.
Yeah.
Anyways, can we talk for a second that Elden Ring won Game of the Year? Like, good for Elden Ring. That was a fantastic game.
didn't play it, but
I'm truly baffled by the people that are spazzing out that God of War didn't win, because like Elden Ring was like on another level.
It's 10 times like as much as I haven't played God of War yet, but to me it looks more of the same, which is there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, it's not that it's bad.
Yeah.
But look how much Elden Ring had to it. There's so much to that game.
I think what also benefited Elden Ring was the fact that it's on every platform.
Yeah.
Well, not even just that. There's also another thing I feel like is there was a lot of talk with Elden Ring because of like the whole it's too difficult. Some people were like, no, you're not. There, because I never got to play anything like that. It's not. It's just
boo-hoo. Ever played freaking the original Ninja Turtles game?
Oh no, I see. That's exactly. That one jump. You know which one I'm talking about. That one jump across that one area is
the Silver Surfer game, Battletoads. Like games
what are the most
hard.
popular video games of all time? The original Ninja Turtles, Battletoads. Elden Ring, because any of the Souls games, because they're so out there on the internet from people getting frustrated and dying, they're so popular.
But that's my point. It caused that for some reason outside of the other one, Bloodborne, and all that. For some reason, Elden Ring caught a lot more attention for that situation. You know what I mean?
No, I think those other games are pretty big for that. Like,
no.
Series.
The game is known for being difficult. But what I'm talking about is I saw a lot through the Elden Ring cycle where people were making more videos about it's too difficult or the controversy over is it a good game because it's hard. Like
there was also a lot of hype behind it because you had George R.R. Martin,
and
behind it as well, right? So
yeah. So my point is like I haven't got to play Ragnarok, but I did love the first God of War game. It's really good, and I'm excited to play Ragnarok. But I just haven't time never at the moment will not be. But still, I'm happy for Elden Ring, and that's the thing. That was more that didn't have anything.
But I mean, really, too. Like the only thing, like I said, if you look at the list, other than Elden Ring, were there any that were not exclusives?
I mean, you're not making a bad point.
Yeah.
Because like you had a Plague's Tale Requiem, which was not an exclusive, but I don't think it belonged. It was a good game, but I don't think it belongs up there. You have God of War Ragnarok, which is a PS5 exclusive. You have Forbidden West, PS5 exclusive. Stray, which was only available on PS5 and PC, and Xenoblade Chronicles 3, which is a Switch exclusive.
You're talking about the nominees.
Yeah. So can I just have some more? Because I don't know. Are we going to talk about nominees and stuff, or are we just?
I'm just bringing it up.
I got a lot more to go through.
Best action game had some of the worst. It was like the worst 5 games I've ever seen in a category for best action games. Like, why the hell is a Call of Duty game in best action games?
Yeah, it makes sense. See, here's my thing. I'm actually happy with one award that they gave Multiverse as best fighting game. Like a lot of people probably want the other ones too, but it's a fun game and it really does.
I mean, I'm okay with that. For me, my favorite thing of the night was Stray winning best indie.
Yeah, I agree.
That's huge. That game's amazing.
Yeah, I agree. And then what was the other one? There was some announcements of games that I want to also still go into that were a few more like
I have a list of stuff. So
so Star Wars Jedi Survivor. That was the number one I saw there. I haven't got to finish the other one. I only got halfway through and I'm mad at myself for not finishing it, but it's such a great game.
I'm excited that they're going to continue that franchise just so it exists. But the last game was good, don't get me wrong, but it's so linear and you don't make any choices. It's just like follow the straight path. That's why I don't really like God of War games, because it's just like a long video.
For me, it's like watching the series of Star Wars. Like I'm hoping eventually that they'll bring them in and actually bring them into the other like the actual things. Because
there's a lot of rumors about that.
Yeah, and I want
him getting a show.
You know what I mean? Like him getting a show, but have like interactive, like the Mandalorian. Like, isn't it set in around same time as the Mandalorian?
No,
right?
It's set around the same time as Andor and that.
Yeah.
Okay, but that would still work though. You know what I mean?
It works. It's between the prequels and the sequels.
That's right. I forgot.
Or the original. I should say the original trilogy.
Okay, so then well then that.
I mean, because if they bring him into Mandalorian, he'd have to be like 60 at this point.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, but either way, you see where I'm going there. But then the other ones I saw. First off, I am going to say this. I'm going to start playing Death Stranding now that they're doing 2. I'm really hyped to go try the first one.
Oh, FedEx Simulator.
Oh wait, what? Is that basically what it is? Is that basically what it is? Well, I mean,
so since we're on that, I didn't even write that down, but I can talk about this. I've played Death Stranding, I have one friend who likes it, and he'll die by it for some reason.
Are they a Kojima fanboy?
I don't really know, but this is the thing. If you played the other game, there's not even really a story to the game, but this trailer is like playing off like there's such a deep story and lore, but there's no story in the other game. It's just a walking simulator. Like imagine doing like mission to mission game where everything's small, but every mission's the same mission, and it just requires you to walk ridiculously long distances carrying things and not dropping them.
Well, see, this is the thing that frustrates me about it, because I haven't played it yet because of like talking with you guys and other people.
It's not a shit game.
Well,
it looks fantastic. Like visually, it looks amazing.
But see, that's what I'm saying, though. You guys know where, because I was not that big in the Metal Gear Solid games, except on the PlayStation 1. You know what I mean? Like that was when I was MGS. You know what I mean? When they came out later for like PS3, PS4, and all that, I didn't jump on the bandwagon anymore in that.
Neither did I.
Yeah, and see, the thing is, though, of course, you guys know where my Kojima love starts from now. And so when Death Stranding was the next predecessor to an actual full game, it's something I wanted to do, but people have deterred me from it. As a fanboy of what you guys know what, I'm trying to make it like, we never talk about that word.
Yeah, but I understand your reasoning, but this is nothing like that.
No,
this is not like a horror experience.
If you're expecting Death Stranding to be a long version of Pete, it's not. Not at all.
What about Silent Hill games or something like that? Like, am I now going to get that close?
It's like really? A dystopian future where you walk with packages for very long distances
and stay out of the black goo.
That's it.
And hide.
There's no combat or anything like that.
Nope. There is, but it's like I can't explain the game. You have to play it. It's a really extremely well made game, but it has nothing like that makes you want to keep playing. It's just so repetitive. You have to play it. You have to.
How about this? I'm gonna use this time to actually talk to my viewers, guys. If you want to watch Death Stranding, I will put it in the second channel and try to do some video or live.
That's a good idea.
And if that's something you guys are motivated, because I do want to play the second one because it looks good, but it's based on the same thing. I feel like I'm being overshadowed from the first game, all because of like.
You got to play the first one to play the second one, though, because clearly the story directly goes into that.
But then I want to go into another one too, and there are two more. And I know I'm hoping JD had this on his idea. This one though is called Meet Your Maker. Now I don't know if you guys saw the trailer for this one, but my God, this looks cool as heck. Like it seems so surreal and different, and I can't wait to try it. I hope it plays well though. I hope
it looks okay.
Well.
I honestly didn't realize that's what the name was, but I know what you're talking about because I saw it say Meet Your Maker, but I didn't realize that was like the title.
Yeah. So that one I'm actually excited about. Now I'm jumping back into a franchise I kind of fell out of, and I feel like they're going back to their roots. And so, JD, I'm asking, do you have 16 on there?
Yeah, absolutely. I have 16 on there.
Okay.
I've played every single.
You're asking him. I just put like 120 hours
of Final Fantasy 7.
Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, yeah, but see, I have the
both of us really. Yeah.
7. My point to the whole thing is this: I dropped off around 11. Yeah, I dropped off.
But none of the games are interconnected except 10 and 7.
Well, no,
and 9,
I know that. I know
well,
that.
there's 10 and 10-2, and then there's 13 Lightning Returns, and 13-2.
I'm going to stop you guys. I know. I'm guessing you guys are talking to the public because I clearly know this because I had 10 and 10-2. Even though 10-2 played differently, I just loved that atmosphere in that world at the time. You know what I mean? And we've had our Final Fantasy list. We've had that conversation. But for me, I haven't been able to get on the bandwagon to jump back in. But for some reason, this one's got me. I want to play this. I'm in high
12 was really good.
And see, I think it's because
it's so underrated.
Well, see, 12 is the one I didn't go to because I had trouble like filling it. Because the one that made me fall off a lot was the one that was the futuristic with the blonde girl that had like the shorts. What the heck?
That's 13.
13, yeah, 13 just it was a bad taste in my mouth. You know what I mean? And so that's kind of like where I stopped playing the games. And this one though looks really good. Like, did I not see Ifrit in there? Wasn't it Ifrit?
It's based on Ifrit.
Oh, is the whole story? Okay, that was one of my favorite summons. So I was like, when I saw him, I freaked out, and then the two colliding. But
they seem to also. It has that futuristic look to it, but I feel like they've gone back to that medieval type of feel as well.
But 7 kind of had that.
Yeah,
that futuristic and medieval.
I think 9 more than anything than 7.
That's fair. Why I feel like it appeals to me. Because remember, we even talked about 9 was my number one favorite Final Fantasy. Yeah. And I saw this and I'm like, and I think that's what it is.
I don't really even care about that. I think visually and gameplay wise, it looks like the new 7. And I think that was what my best experience playing a Final Fantasy game.
All I know is I'm excited for.
Well, I have Crisis Core pre-ordered, so
nice. And then I already mentioned Viewfinder. The only other one I am excited about, and I actually forgot to mention it, but I've been saving it for last. Street Fighter 6. I'm mixed, honestly. I'm excited, but I have a little bit of like, I'm feeling like it's going to be 5 again. Like we're going to have 5, which is new characters. Like, and the 5 was a little bit iffy. It's
no. This one has a full. This has a nice.
Right?
Omega. This has a story mode attached to it. You create your character, and it's
that's
a
what
story.
I was wondering about that because I saw the shadows behind the guy. And I was like,
the only thing I'm afraid of is you are going to buy a $90 game, and then you're going to spend $300, $400, $500 a la 2K.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. That aside, I immediately liked this trailer because it went back to the roots of Street Fighter. It's goofy again.
Mm-hmm.
It knows what it is. It's having fun with itself, and it looks like it's going to be a more fun experience than the overly competitive Street Fighter 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. I agree.
Absolutely.
Now I will say I don't see any other ones I'm really excited about, but I was interested if you guys got other ones that you really want to talk about.
I kind of, being a fan of the Bayonetta franchise, I kind of like the Bayonetta Origins type of thing.
Yeah, freaking art style got me right away.
Like that, almost like the chibi style,
and the fact that it kind of looks like an RPG. I'm on. Yeah, I'm buying that 100%.
And for me, I've always liked the strategy games, so I'm excited for Fire Emblem Engage.
Yeah, Fire Emblem's amazing. It's one of the best franchises that exists. I have a few. Hades 2, like I said, I like literally shit my pants when I saw that. That trailer looks amazing. I'm so excited for it. That the first game is so good. It's so incredibly good. I don't even.
That definitely lives up to the hype behind it. The first one, for sure.
Tekken 8 looks fantastic.
Yes,
it looks better than Street Fighter.
Well, let's put it this way. I saw the visual of it and everything, but I'm like, it does feel like, because I feel like Street Fighter is trying to do something a little bit newer, maybe, but not as much. It's still a fighting game.
Well, that's what I said. I think they're adding the story mode, right? So.
But Tekken 8, I don't know. I'm still gonna play it if it's available to play or something like that. Especially if it goes like on the PlayStation, for all the PlayStation Plus bonus thing. Yeah, I'll play it. But I don't know. I'm not really as hyped because it still feels like Tekken, traditional Tekken, which is the good thing. Tekken's never really had a bad run, if you know what I mean. I just don't see anything original, unfortunately, with the new Tekken. Unfortunately, outside of graphics.
Yeah, it's a lot of more of the same.
Yeah.
Okay, I got more.
Sure.
Dune Awakening. I'm really excited to see exploring into the Dune world because
I want to see gameplay footage. That's going to probably sink me in.
I mean, they kind of did. I feel like the walking behind the guy was gameplay. I feel like this game is going to be a really epic, big experience, and I'm excited to be part of that experience. I also liked, I don't know if anyone played Remnant, the first one.
Mm-hmm.
It was hard as shit. One of the hardest games I've ever played in my life. It's just grinding, but the new one looks really good. So I'm excited for that. Lords of the Fallen looks fantastic.
Yeah.
And then Crash Team Rumble.
Yeah, I was so uncomfortable. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. That was an uncomfortable feeling because during the show, they introduced Phil Spencer and everything. Not like on the show, but they showed him in the audience. And you could tell he feels awkward because you got to remember, there's so many bigwig there. Him, the what's his name from Nintendo is there. That's always all these conventions. I'm forgetting his name right now. Anyway, but yeah. So when they what was that? You had just said it, and I just totally forgot what it was. But
Crash Team Racing.
Yeah.
I mean, Crash Team Rumble.
Yeah, bro. What made me feel uncomfortable is when he came down and he was advertising the game. I was so afraid I was going to see something like Xbox exclusive or something. I'm waiting for that moment to happen in some of these shows where some of these things they've gotten from there, it's going to have
Xbox doesn't want to make exclusive games.
No, but I'm waiting for that to happen because there's a few that are probably going to be like, let's just go ahead and keep it over here. So, it's easier or just, that kind of thing. Like I'm waiting for those moments. Like Call of Duty is the most controversial thing right now, as far as
but they told like if you want it for 10 years, have it for 10 years. They don't give a shit. They'll make more money.
Oh no, yeah. I get it. But I'm just saying, I'm still thinking like one thing, like a few things. Because again, you got to think, and that's true.
You are going to get a few Xbox exclusives next year. I think Hellblade,
Starfield. Starfield. Remember
And
Starfield's
Starfield, yeah.
yeah. That's my point, though. I'm waiting for one that was been on all systems, like that one that's going to be. They're going to, oh, we're taking this for ourselves.
But I think they're gonna. I think it might be just a timed exclusive, kind of like what they're doing with Final Fantasy 16.
Well,
Final Fantasy 16 is a PS5 exclusive for 6 months.
Well, another reason why it took me in that moment is you got to think the marketing of him coming down in that suit. That's that old PlayStation marketing. So when I saw that, I'm like, oh, don't make this a rub in the face, like, haha, we're doing that. And now we're going to say instead of PlayStation, it'll be an Xbox thing. Because they had an opportunity if they wanted to do that right now. You know what I mean? With them having that outfit.
There's too much money to be made out there.
I get it. But I mean, now you see what I'm saying, though. It felt like it was one of those instances. Because, I mean, why are they marketing it that way when that was something PlayStation did? You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's the only reason why I was like, oh my God, are they going to say it's exclusive now just to kind of rub it in the face?
Anyways, shut up and remake Diddy Kong Racing.
I agree. But that's going to be hard.
And we're finally getting Baldur's Gate 3.
Hey, Baldur's Gate 3. It's only been like 73 years.
72.
June, please.
Yeah. But I will say, as far as any awards, anything else like that, I've gone through everything I like. What about yourself? You guys have
one more trailer, the Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty with Idris Elba.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is my whole thing. I love rating a game on what it is, fine, okay? But like I loved my experience playing Cyberpunk. I often wish to go back to that place. I watched the show and I was like desperate to play again, but everyone I know was telling me it's literally just a playthrough of the anime in the game, and it doesn't further your actual story anymore. So I'm like, and then I'm thinking this one is going to be a similar situation where your character is not furthered anymore. You're just going to play as this character.
You're playing it is a new character in a new part of the city that hasn't been explored yet.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, for me, it's like my attachment is to my character. I don't want to play somebody else. You know what I mean?
But I think V is involved in this one, though.
Is V the name for the guy and the girl?
Yeah, it's just V.
I didn't know that.
Now, there was
gender neutral.
And I just remembered that there was another actor that came on the stage that, so
Joe Pesci?
No, it's really funny. So there
good callback.
Yeah, right, good callback. So the actor actually came up, not Mickey Rourke, what is his name?
Michael Rooker?
Yes. Michael Rooker is he didn't want to come stage. He's in the game. What is the name of the game?
Michael Madsen.
That was it. Yeah, him. He came up on stage.
Yeah, I know which game you're talking about. Yeah,
it's like Crime Boss. I'm looking for it right now.
It's called Crime Boss.
They've got a lot of acting talent in this. Like, oh my God, it feels like
they even raised Chuck Norris from the dead.
Yes, Chuck Norris is in this game. Here's my thing. I feel like they're going for trying to compete against GTA with big name actors and things of that nature. But I feel like if they don't do this well, it's going to be another true crime.
It feels like to me, it looks like a cheesy mobile game.
Really? Is that what you think it is? Because I thought it was going to be like an open world game. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I don't know. It just looks like, I don't know.
It's called Crime Boss Rocket City.
Yeah.
Oh no, Rocket.
That literally sounds like a Facebook game.
Rocket City.
But like, I'm looking at it right now, and like, Mickey Rourke is in it. Vanilla Ice is in this game. All right,
okay, you lost me.
Chuck Norris. What's his name? Machete.
Okay, bro, this game literally looks like a comedic knockoff of Grand Theft
Auto.
Oh yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I mean, it has a lot of Hollywood. And then what's her name? Kim Basinger is in this as well. Like,
Danny Glover's in it.
Yes.
Yeah. Danny Trejo's in it.
Like, here's my thing. When they showed this, they had Michael Martin. He was the one that came out, and he had two of the actors that were like regular characters, not any of the big names here, being his like bodyguards. And he was talking about he even brought up Al Pacino. I almost said Joe Pesci again. He brought up Al Pacino and talking about acting with him. But the point is, it felt like they were getting these big name old actors that just didn't have anything to do. So they're just like, we'll get them in there. They'll know them from like big name mob boss movies. And we got a lot of like Grand Theft Auto fans out here. So we'll like it. Because that's what it felt like. It felt like that was where like where's the audience for these two actors in the games world? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what do you guys think about that? Like, it feels weird.
I don't know. It feels like when you on a mobile game, like here's a knockoff GTA Mafia City, like.
Well, either way, I just found it funny, so I had to bring that one up. I totally forgot.
I don't know. I don't know. Like, this has the potential to be either really, really good or worse than Saints Row Redux.
Oh, I don't want to talk about Saints Row. That game sucked.
Well,
I played it for like 5 hours and I just couldn't go anymore.
Yeah, you want to talk about repetitive and boring?
Really that bad
and empty?
Yeah.
Well, either way, do you guys have any more on the that you can think of?
No.
No. All right. Well, there it goes, guys. Again, there was a lot of things that happened. The awards, talked to a few of those. A lot of trailer talk, and a few of the not really controversy. I mean, still the slap from Will Smith is way more controversial than what happened here, but still, it was interesting. Just next time they need security, because if they could walk up without anything, imagine what they. Yeah, it's not a good sign, guys.
Could have been a plant.
It's what I'm saying. Anyway,
I love plants.
Yeah, right.
Mm.
But do you guys have anything you want to promote before we go or anything like that?
Yeah, check me out at Johnny Donuts 777 on the YouTube.
There you go.
Yeah.
And how about yourself, JD?
That's me, Johnny Donuts 777. Go on and check that out.
I like to plug my Discord channel, the Donut Shop.
Mm-hmm.
Check that out.
And by the way, make sure you guys.
That's where we're posting. That's where we'll be posting all the wrestling reviews coming out over the next little while.
Wherever I am on the screen, buy Putty's shirt.
Yeah, and then go to shop.putty.com or shopputty.com. There's no dot between shop and putty, but buy the Sam Putty shirt. If you don't like Christmas, there's a Halloween won't go away shirt for the Halloween fans out there too. So, and an ugly sweater. There's a plenty out there. Go have fun with it. And as always, I appreciate having the guys here. Go watch their channels. We're links in the description, everything. And I'll see you guys in the next video.